And so I got this gorgeous sweater, and it's got all of these sparkles. I don't know if they're gonna show up, but here with some sparkly jewelry. We are trying to fit it in this tiny thing, but yeah. And let's go across. Right? Okay, so yeah, they got my little candles, and I'm missing. But I hope you'll stay tuned. I have a little inspiration for us, and yeah. See, you guys. Alright, so here we are in my bag, and yeah, I have my crown, my sparkly, and I just wanted to spread a little sparkle with you, a little inspiration. And I thought before we get started on that, I would show you this cute little bag that I just made, guys. I'm so excited about this bag. Trial and error. Anyway, this is what I was going to show you was this cute little bag that I made, guys. And I think it really turned out amazing, considering it wasn't exactly what I had planned for it. But yeah, I've done it in a way that it's really quite amazing, actually. I used the belt again as the strap, and then these were placemats, and they were this beautiful, just so beautiful. And then one of the little pins that I had made a long time ago, and then some sparkle on the side, and then some keys painted up, shabby chic on that side as well. And then I just added a little ribbon in there to tie it to keep it more secure. But what I just think it's really cute. But what the thing about it was I had actually wanted to make, okay, this is the bottom of it. And what I did was I was making the bag to have a, alright, so what I did was I used a piece of cardboard in it. But how I went about it, because I wanted it to be like more of a wide bag, you know. I haven't really done bags like that before, and I kind of had a little struggle, but it wasn't too bad, and it didn't turn out exactly the style I was going for. I was going for a really more, not boho retro. I wasn't going for boho, I was going for more for the retro, and it turned out to be just a really cute little bag, kind of an in-between bag. But yeah, I really thought I'd share that because it was a lot of fun to make. So anyway, getting back to inspiration, guys. So basically I've been like, okay, so like I fasted. I mean, this is gonna sound a little bit out there, but I've been on a 3.5 day fast, and before that I was, alright, let me try to explain. I always do intermittent fasting, so that means I fast every day. That means I don't eat until a certain time. I have a window that I eat. But then I was going on a fast where every other day I was totally fasting. A dry fast. And then I broke the fast the next day at my regular time, which is like almost a fast and a half. But anyway, so then on Christmas, I fasted all day, all night. I fasted into the next day, and I actually fasted into the next day as well. So that's like 3 days, and then you can't put the intermittent fasting in there. And I had nothing, absolutely nothing. And it's not that I recommend it for people, but for me, I needed to do it. I had to do it because it was something that I needed to clear out in my body, and it was just healthy, and it helped me so much. So I want to encourage you, if stagnant or pent up, just kind of a stuck feeling, or even if you're just not feeling good, if you've got any kind of issues going on with you, could be anything, fasting will totally reset your body. Now, that's been my experience. You have to research it for yourself and all. But the fasting that I did really, really made such a huge difference in how I felt. And then during the time that I was fasting, I was like just open. I was like an open channel. It was like, I'm just an open channel to the Most High. And, you know, it was just so amazing. Some of the things that I was being shown, and God will share with you. God shares with me things, and He opens my eyes into certain things, you know, and it's just so amazing, because during the fast, well, I'm still fasting. I'm still fasting, actually. I haven't had nothing today. Who knows what time it is? It's so late that I may go on and extend the fast. But during part of my fast, God revealed to me certain things, and I already knew a lot of these things, and but clarification can make such a difference. And one of the things that this doesn't always apply to everybody, but if you have ever gone through certain things that, let's just say, I don't like to, I always say I like to put things in such a nice, graceful way. But if you have gone through a lot of things that are not, how do you want to put it? That are not of the proper way things order, that things that you know in your heart that things should be going. If things are working against you, and you're not you're not covered in the blood of Christ, then these things can really, really wreak havoc on you. It's like the craziest mayhem you can ever imagine, and you're gonna still go through it, but this energy with you, it kind of just it's like all of a sudden, and if you're fasting, it's like He'll pour that light down on you, and you will just all of a sudden be enlightened, and then you'll get a deeper understanding. And He told me several things, several little messages, and one of them was that, and many of you here might totally relate to this, that you are well, this was for me personally, but it could relate to others, but I have been a witness in this lifetime. All my life I have been a witness through that I've seen, that I've suffered. And God then told me, He shined this light on me and said, your witnessing is now your gift, because your witnessing is now what others are going to witness. Others are going to be witnessing what you... Okay, so it's like to go through this earth as a witness, you go through a lot. But God then revealed to me that my witnessing has turned into my superpower. It's a gift, because now, since I was the witness, but now I am going to let people witness me. I'm going to be witnessed for God's name's sake. So it's like he says, come unto me, all ye who are broken and weak. Come unto me, and I will renew your strength. And it's kind of like, that's what he was saying to me. That's what I was feeling in my spirit. It was like he was saying, your witness, your way, all you've went through, you know, has built you up to a time as of now that you can be a light to other people, and in a good way, you know. It's like they're going to get something out of all of what you went through, what you witnessed, but it's going to be in a positive light. Kind of like when you have that personal relationship, sometimes he will speak to you, and sometimes, you know, it's just in a certain way that you understand it, and you can't even always articulate it, you know, to others, but you still, you know, it's something that you deeply understand, and then as time goes on, you begin to live. It begins to play out in your life. It begins to play out. It becomes, you know, obvious. It's like it's kind of like it unfolds, this miraculous like understanding and miracles and all these little things, you know. And then you have such a greater understanding, and that in itself is so healing. So yeah, that was one thing about being the witness. And then there was something else. It was okay, so he had revealed this to me a while back, but then it was brought back into my spirit. And it is that just by being, you know, like, I don't have to place, like, and we can all do this a lot of times. We can place a high expectations on ourselves. But God says, as long as you stay close to him in mind, body, spirit, as long as you are embodying him and staying connected like that, just your mere presence alone is going to do everything that needs to be done. You don't have to try to go out of your way to do things, you know, or be something or say something. You just have to radiate that inner light, and then God does the rest, basically, is what he was telling me. He's like, I'm going to do it through you. And you just have to be the vessel that is open enough with the heart. And it is about the heart, you see, because God told me that it was my heart. You know, it's your heart that makes you, it's your heart that lets you be opened up enough to receive me. Because you have to have that. You have to have that open heart. And not everybody has that. And that's why it gets so difficult. Because it's almost like everybody has a heart, but not everybody has a good heart posture. And a lot of people, you know, we all go through things and stuff, you know, we all have been hurt. You know, God sees it. God sees you. God sees your pain. God sees your suffering. He sees what you don't see, you know, and he is there always to keep you protected, and he definitely will do that. And that's why I'm just saying, you know, I don't try to convert nobody. I'm just trying to explain that it's such a gift that can enhance your life. And if that is something that inspires you, then I hope that this gives you that kind of inspiration. So yeah. And also, at this point, just want to keep it light. Like I said, I have been doing a lot of fasting, and actually I need to eat, so I need to break my fast. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to break my fast. But I did want to read something out of my little book that I have. And during the fast, this was one of the first things that I read. And it was just so perfect at the time that I read this. And I said to myself, I said, I'm going to stick within this time frame of the month, but I'm just going to kind of thumb through it. And I came to this, and it was so amazing that it was during this time that I was fasting that I came to this, that I started getting so many revelations. So I'm going to share it with us. And yeah, I hope that you too will get some sort of inspiration out of this. So it says, I am the gift that continuously gives. Bounteously, right? Bounteously, bounteously, okay? With no strings attached. Unconditional love is such a radical concept that even my most devoted followers fail to grasp it fully. So if you can imagine being fasting and coming to this, you can understand then, especially if you're kind of like opened up like I am to this, that will totally just start bringing the flood of the light into you, because it's just so beautiful. I'm going to go over that part one more time because I had a hard time reading that because I didn't know how to pronounce some of the word. But I am the gift that continuously gives bounteously with no strings attached. Unconditional love is such a radical concept that even my most devoted followers fail to grasp it fully. Absolutely nothing in heaven or on earth can cause me to stop loving you. Now, just let that soak in. Absolutely nothing in heaven or on earth can cause me to stop loving you. You may feel more loved when you are performing according to your expectations. Now, okay, see, he makes everything. This has been several days since I read this, but just a few minutes ago when I was talking to you, I said we can put expectations on ourselves. And look, here it says right now, it says, in heaven or on earth can cause me to stop loving you. Nothing can. You may feel more loved when you are performing according to your expectations, but my love for you is perfect. Therefore, it is not subject to variation, but does vary is your awareness. What does vary is your awareness of my loving presence. Now, see, when I came on here, I didn't exactly know how I was going to word it, but I knew that God just makes it all so perfectly understandable. And so even though I felt like I couldn't say what I was saying maybe in the best way, it says it all right here. And this is when I was fasting, was when I started reading this. And that is why I was trying to relate it to you, but this is exactly what opened me up to everything. And this is exactly is what this here explains. It says, what does vary is your awareness of my loving presence. But my love for you is perfect, therefore it is not subject to variation. What does vary is your awareness of my loving presence. So our awareness to him varies depending on how we are receiving him. If we're receiving him through high expectations, then no. But if we are just being the love and the light and letting him work through us, then we become aware of his loving presence. When you are dissatisfied with your behavior, you tend to feel unworthy of my love. You may unconsciously punish yourself by withdrawing from me and attributing the distance between us to my displeasure. Instead of returning to me and receiving my love, you attempt to earn my approval by trying harder. All the while, I am aching to hold you in my everlasting arms, to enfold you in my love. When you are feeling unworthy or unloved, come to me. Then ask for receptivity to my unfailing love. And that is 1 John 4:15 through 18 and Deuteronomy 33 through 27 and Psalms 13 through 5 or 13:5. So I just, I can't express enough how that totally just, lifted me up when I read that. When I read that, I was like really needing that little upliftment. So that's why I wanted to share that with you. I hope that it will uplift you as well, and that you will get a deeper understanding. Maybe, it's just a matter of being in a place of receptivity, being receptive, okay? And with an open heart and a pure heart. And sometimes it can feel like, you're alone in this world. I've always felt that way, basically, I basically have been. But, it's because I have that within me, which is of the Most High. And so naturally, you're going to feel that way, in this, especially in these times. So I would just say that try to just set aside for a short amount of time, even if you're not used to, like, if you want peace in your life and you're not used to having peace, set aside just a little bit of time, to just sit and be quiet and concentrate or think on calling out to Jesus, call out to God, to bring his presence into you. But be sure that you are like in a state that you are, that's why fasting is so great, but just be sure that you're not overstimulated in your mind of thinking of other things. Pray to God to empty out your mind and fill your mind with the things of God. And then surely your strength shall be renewed. You shall rise up like the eagle on the wings, and you shall not grow weary or nor faint, but rise and shine and have peace and find peace within him. So I hope that helps to inspire you a little bit. And anyway, I hear the little ones, and I'm going to go and break my fast, and I'm going to make a juice and a smoothie, and then I don't know, it's probably getting late, so I will probably just have some fruit. But I hope that you're doing well and you're staying uplifted no matter what is going on in your life. Stay strong and stay rooted in the Word. And till next time, guys, peace out. See you soon.